find your niche. This is such a tricky thing and maybe the pain point of most people, even we, like some of us as coach, right? What's our niche as a coach? So I want we here first define like what does it mean for you? How do you know when you find your niche? Could you help me to describe that? What's the answer for you when you realize, oh, I find my niche on social media? What does it mean?
I want to welcome you to the after hour discussions, which was initiated by the Motivate community. And here's just a quick description of what the Motivate community is. I won't read the entire thing to you, but just know that our mission is to empower coaches with a tool and insight rooted in NLP, and that's short for neuro-linguistic programming, to elevate their practice to new heights of excellence. We provide a nurturing environment where members can access cutting-edge NLP training, collaborate with peers, and foster personal growth. Now, there would be more events coming up for those of you who have been in the community for a while now, and you know that. So these are some of the sessions that are on the calendar. So make sure you take note of the ones that you're interested in. And if you're new here, that's a second welcome to you as well. Now, next year, February, we'll be going to Bali. And for those of you who want to learn NLP in Bali with us, can go ahead, you can take a screenshot here, scan the QR code, and use my discount code, please, for a special discount. So that way you're not paying at full price. And let's have some fun together. Remember that NLP is a tool of change. And if you want to show up powerfully as a coach, adding that new tool to your toolkit, this is the place to be. Now, this is the lady we came here for. Now, Tian is the founder of Yozao Creative Service, a company that helps brands and influencers create viral videos and articles. She have helped her client generate more than 100K, that's 100,000 views on videos, 10K reads on their articles, and 120,000K in revenue. That's sure I wonder in 1 week. Only 1 week, with 5 years of experience in social media and a passion for life coaching, she knows how to help anyone grow their followers while being authentic and true to themselves. And today I'll be passing the ball over to Tian, who would be sharing on the topic, find your social media niche for personal branding. Thank you for showing up here to the Tian, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Wow, we have more people here now. And I would like to ask all of you first, what brought you here? If you want to type in your chat box, and just one sentence of what brought you here, or what kind of thing, what kind of questions you would want to ask for me from this talk. Leave that comment and I will read, and I would like to know more about you guys. So, let me see what I can share. Find your social media niche for personal branding. I've been wanting to do this talk for long because I do feel like I came to this world with a mission now. Is that I want to bring more peace and awareness to social media. And for me to be here talking at Motivate is feels like a graduate came back to the school and meeting with you, so many old friends and new friends. So Motivate community helped me get through COVID, really, like that time when everyone was not feeling good. And I was here learning every Tuesday and Thursday night that time about NLP, and later on went on coaching. And I met so many amazing people from the globe that time online. So it was really appreciating for me to later on combine coaching mindset to combine together with the social media thing that I do. And now it become my sort of niche to be that social media coach, sort of. So here I'm gonna share some of the insights and knowledge I've gained over the 2 years that I'm graduated, and then hope that can be some of your help for you guys as well. I think you guys bring so many questions maybe you want to know, and thank you for all guys' comments. And a little about me. I am the content creator. I write articles before, I create videos for brands, for clients. Others see me as a social media expert, and I see myself more like the free soul, digital nomad, and also a coach. My life mission is to think like an entrepreneur, explore like an artist, live like a digital nomad, as well as inspire like a life coach. So today I will share about your journey that you're going to go through with me. Whatever brings you here, whether you are an entrepreneur, you have some sort of products, service that you want to promote, or you are working as a manager in a company and you want to have a bigger network, it is for you. So we're going to share some strategies at the beginning. You're going to feel ease, relax, and later on I'm gonna share my clients' profiles with you, some cases, directly show you how they've done it, and you can do it too. And then you are getting a clear vision on your ideal future as a content creator. I don't know whether you see yourself. Everyone, please type like a 1 or 2 in the chat box if you already see yourself as a content creator. Type 1. All right. I want to see out there who are those already see yourself as a content creator. Oh, great. Dino, Elaine. Oh, nice. Wow. Great. We already have some content creators here. And Alicia, of course, I didn't even count you because you are already is. Great. So if you are not see yourself as a content creator yet, it's okay. Today's also for you. I want you use this 1 hour to put yourself as a content creator perspective, put in that shoes, and to think of all the journey along with us. And then I want today, that part, maybe you feel a bit difficult, you learn more stuff, but in the end, you'll feel easier because you're going to walk away with a plan that is more realistic and effective for you to start your social media journey. So, question time. I like to ask questions. This is what I learned from coaching as well, right? Personal branding versus self-promotion. Well, we are talking about finding your niche, social media for personal branding. What's the biggest difference of personal branding versus self-promotion? You are welcome to turn on your microphone and share your answer. Anyone?
Well, maybe I can jump in here and share. I think in my opinion, I think the difference is when it comes to the personal brand is more sharing more of who you are as a person, where your values come across, you share stories of experience compared to when you're self-promoting, there's always something that you're selling in your content. And I think that's one of the major differences. And with the personal brand, you're sharing parts of yourself that allow people to know you outside of your business. Yeah, which makes you more relatable, in my opinion.
That's very great definition already. All right. So personal branding, you like selling a person, self-promotion, you sort of have products or services, right? That's great. Thank you. Yeah, anyone else? I would like this to be interactive. So if you have any input, you are welcome to jump in and share your thoughts. All right. I will follow along with it. So personal branding, self-promotion. I think it's very, very important for me to sit here to spread this knowledge, spread this belief of how important it is for every one of us start your personal branding on social media from today. Because it is a long-term thing. I would say personal branding is something you can do every day, while self-promotion is when you have a product or service you want to promote or sell, and then you suddenly show up on some platform and say, hey guys, by the way, here's a program coming up. Where come you guys sign up, right? Like that feels awkward a bit. And some people feel like, oh, I'm faking it, whether people will buy it because it's very pushy while you're showing them, like drawing them with a result or some achievements you have created, and they want that results too. So you're selling that. While personal branding is more chill, more easy. You do it daily and you do it for your life. It will evolve along with you as you grow. You even turn into a different direction or different category, different products or different services you do. But you as a person, you're still there. because people feel that connection with you, they trust you, and they will agree with your value. Then they will kind of buy everything or follow along with whatever you do because they are here for support, right? Like many of you guys, many of you here for supporting me, right? Not because whatever I'm talking about, but maybe just supporting me as a person. And learning what I'm sharing today is going to be a money saver for you. That's the most important part, right? Everyone wants to save money. So big companies throwing so much money nowadays on social media to do digital marketing for their products or service they're trying to promote. If you have the idea from now on, adapt the mindset of personal branding on social media from now on, you are saved so much money. You don't need to hire a team anymore. You basically can do all the promotions just by yourself. And today, I'm not covering all the platforms you're going to go. And anything that you're presenting yourself online is part of the social media I meant here. So it could be how you talk in a group, right? Like what kind of words you use, or how you present yourself in your friends' moments, or like in outside a picture of you. Everything could be the part of the personal branding. And a little bit information about me. If 5 years ago you saw me, I would probably be in Shanghai, sitting in a cafe, working on my laptop. That time I write a lot of articles when people still read articles, right? And nowadays, no one reading anymore. So everything I'm doing for 2 years now, it's all done by my phone. Like before, I was even wondering, as a digital nomad, I go travel around the world. I need to bring a laptop, but actually, no. Nowadays, I just need to bring my phone, and I work everywhere, editing videos, film videos, or like doing some designing work. I do it all by my phone. So if you have any excuses saying, "Oh, I don't have a camera yet, I don't have microphone yet," those doesn't matter. Drop all the excuses, all right? If you have a phone, you already have everything you need now to start your social media journey. And all the likes, every button that you click, every reaction you get from online are all helpful and create so many effects that you can never imagine. It opens up so many possibilities. And I'm going to showcase directly to you with my clients what they've done, what they've achieved, to showcase how it really means, because social media is so abstract, right? You get so much like exposure or likes. What does it really means? Well, it actually can create so many opportunities for you. So question time again. Find your niche. This is such a tricky thing, and maybe the pain point of most people, even we, like some of us as coach, right? What's our niche as a coach? So I want we here first define like what does it mean for you? How do you know when you find your niche? Could you help me to describe that? What's the answer for you when you realize, oh, I find my niche on social media? What does it mean? Everyone is welcome to answer.
I would say like targeted markets, or even clients who are interested in your products and services, things like that.
Great. Yeah, you are quite confirmed with the target market, right? So you find the target that you want to sell things to, and you have the product and service. Great. Yeah, that's part of it. Anything else?
Probably also like customer persona, right? Because different people want different things, and so it's finding that particular person who's interested in your services and products, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for answering that. Yeah, so finding your niche here could mean just as what you just shared. But for me, I'm gonna redefine it as my way over the years, like 5 years in social media, playing along with all different kind of platforms and forms, right? Finding your niche here means there's something about you that is really wanted by the audience on social media. And second, you are very comfortable exposing that or doing that or presenting that, as well as passionate creating those content. And the third is it can help you either make money or achieve your goal. So when all the things combined, you will find, okay, That's the point where you find your niche. Later on, I will have a more vivid demonstration as well. And then next question for you guys as well. The typical, classical, my biggest struggle as a social media content creator. There's things that the audience want, and there are things that you want to provide that you think that they need, right? Some of you have business and services, I know, facing always this question, like in marketing, when you have a product, do you present in a way like, oh, so good, this product is so nice, or present in a way of what they want? So want or need, what's your pick? Please type in the chat box. Wants or need? Wants or need? Want? Good. Welcome, Nayan. All right, so more answers. Everyone cool with that? We go with the want. Need is more sustainable. That's a smart answer. Want +1. All right, good. So I would say you guys are tricked. This is not an option. This would be a combination of doing both. But the way you get be seen on social media is to give them what the audience want, and then secretly present what they need in a package, but packaged under the cover of what they want, like that. Maybe you'll understand better later. Next question. Always question, huh? I'm gonna not do sharing, but just ask questions for you guys to answer. So when was the last time you liked a video or a piece of content on social media? Do you still remember it? That's a question because nowadays people are browsing through internet without any consciousness, huh? So if you still remember what did you like last time, the content, what was the intention behind it when you click that like button? Maybe think about it. Feel free to share if you want to share. But I would say what I just did before I did this talk, I was browsing, just to make myself more relaxed. So I was browsing. And then I liked a dog video. It was so cute. It was just like a kid trying to playing with the dog, and then the dog not letting it do so, and the kid hit on the wall. I was like, oh wow, that's so cute. So my intention of liking that video was like, oh, that's cute, right? A little bit appreciation. While at the same time, it was a bit fun for me to feel ease before I do this presentation. So my intention was show a bit of appreciation that they shared that cute content for me to feel a bit emotional released, right? Wow. If you have your answers and you think about what's the reason you just have the intention when you like something, I'm gonna share the top secret here for social media. Of all the content we guys created on social media, you as a consumer of the content, we as creator of the content, it all goes to one thing, is a value. Social media thing itself is creating these platforms, attracting content creators to work for the platform, to keep creating content, to exchange with their values that they provide to the audience, with the audience time and attention. And that time and attention becomes money, opportunity, potential, possibilities, all those things. So you are using this initial value that you're providing to social media to attract and exchange that. And all the value, all the content, actually, if you finish this talk later and go back to internet, go back to social media and ask yourself this question, all these two values, what are they about? Two things always align with that. Either they provide some sort of emotional value or informational value. It's always these two kinds. You can go surf on the internet as long as you want, but to see, okay, whether this piece of content is emotional, providing some emotions, or provide some informations. And at the same time, we create content, we also conveys a vibe that how we present it, how we talk, how we film, how we edit, what kind of filters we use, what kind of wording we use, the consumer will have a feeling of your vibe directly. And that vibe is also sort of informational, but more emotional. So usually I always go to the events, and I see some people with really attractive personality, or I can feel the vibe. I would even tell that person like, hey, maybe try social media. Like you can do it. Like you are hit it because you already have, imagine that. You guys go to the event. One person comes to the room, light up the whole room. And if that vibe gets to spread around with one piece of video content, and then the whole China will see it with 5 minutes on your phone, and the whole globe will feel it, feel the vibe as well. That's kind of the power of spreading like the vibe here. So value and vibe is kind of what we are creating here as social media content creator. Some of the results.
I see Elaine have a very interesting question before you move forward. I think this would be interesting. She said, how is value measured in creative work though? I don't know if you want to answer that now or you want to take it to the end.
Let me go ahead and then maybe some will be answered later on. Okay, let me go later, and we will have question time for everyone later. So results, some of the numbers, I don't care about that much, but it just accidentally got hit. 5 years having social media articles, more than 10K reads. I got myself 20K followers in 2 weeks, just happened in August, and 100K video exposure, help my clients get 10 times more what they are making, or as we mentioned before, making 200K from one single post. All these are the results. I'm showing here is the possibilities you could do with social media. When we do those things, we didn't plan for these numbers. These numbers come to us when we were having other intentions. And over the years, 5 years ago, I was helping mainly brands like in fashion or education, different like organizations. And now in recent 2 years, I'm mostly focused on personal branding, which means that person stands for some business or services behind. And I'm promoting that person, helping that person to get famous, and whatever that person wants to drive those audience, those exposures to is their decision. So that's what I'm pivot into recent year, because I do believe personal branding is the future. Nowadays, young people don't care about big brands anymore. Like old times, like people see, oh wow, that's a big brand. Oh, we know it. But nowadays, young people, like especially in different communities, they want values. They want to feel connected with that person. They trust that person, and they will go buy whatever that person sells. Right? That's what's happening right now. So if you have some place somewhere you're taking notes, I see Alicia is always taking notes. Strategies for you to try that you take away right away today. These 5 methods that I always do with my clients when anyone approaching me, I always go through these few steps. First of all, market research. These are the strategies to help you find your niche. So first one, market research. There anything on the market, anyone on the social media doing whatever you're doing? Are they using the same keywords? Check what's going on in the market right now first. And then second is dig deeper within yourself. If there's something inside your value that you really want to advocate, if there's something you really want to say and share to the world, if there's something really means a lot to you. Third, ask around. I do this often, like in my friends' moment. Hey guys, could you guys use 3 words to describe me, please? Just ask around, like, what were your friends to describe you with just 3 words? And then the fourth one is to search in your memory. What are the most frequently asked questions for you? Like what people come to you to ask. What do they ask? That's the thing that they really want to know from you or curious about you, right? And the last point is your shiny moment. I do this all the time. Every time some clients come to me, want some content, I will not directly have meeting with them, but I will go and spend a day with them from morning to the night, from their business meeting till when they are giving classes, doing their services, doing their training. And I will observe what are the moments I feel like, wow, that person lights up in that moment, right? And that should be the moment you grab that energy, grab that vibe, and transfer it onto social media. So these 5 directions are the things you can directly try. I highly recommend you guys to go, but I'm gonna showcase how my clients did it, like did all this and got their results. So first of all, Casey sisters. These are entrepreneur, 2 sisters in fashion, and they approached me those times that they wanted to have more followers on social media. And it's not for the purpose of making money, but for the purpose of creating these digital assets that they have these followers. It would be great for their business, for their social networking, because they go out there, they can network, say, oh, we are KOLs on Little Red Books. Would you like to have like an interview with us? It become their approach at any networking setting. Is a good like saying, oh, I have followers. Do you want to team up and do something together, right? And at the beginning, we did a brainstorming session, and to branch out all the unique points that they have. They are in fashion, they are entrepreneurs, they are sisters. And so there were a lot of things they posting how their fashion, daily look, and they did some interview series around entrepreneurship, around women. And then they do a lot of working moments, sharing their daily life as entrepreneurs, right? We tried everything. And for about 6 months-ish, there's no reaction at all. And that's why I'm sharing with you guys. If you try it, set at least 6 months of effort. Don't give up, at least for 6 months, because it will be a long journey. But once one video got hit, you will get all the things that you wanted from social media. So during that 6 months, we tried everything. There was no reaction at all until one day, one night, one video got hit. What is about? Well, this is a video when they interviewed another entrepreneur friend and 3 girls in front of the camera talking, chatting, vibing, sharing their thoughts. And the topic is about things they wish they know in their 20s as 3 successful ladies in their 30s. You know, this is a very classical one on social media. You guys, if you want, you can, Alicia, you're great to take the film this. Why this video got hit? First of all, they've been talking to camera for 6 months and posting 3 posts at least a week. So they get more and more natural and comfortable in front of the camera. That's something to share with you guys. Like, don't afraid that you're not perfect. I don't want to be on the camera. I don't know how to talk. I don't know. I'm not looking perfect yet. Don't worry about that. It's about trying and trying. And 2 weeks later, 3 months later, you'll get very natural with the camera. It's about the practice. Start the experiment. Start the practicing now. And the second is that is sort of the shiny moment where successful women, they're talking in English as well, and they're showcase their fashion entrepreneur with their styles, with the topics they are covering. So this video is basically a great combination of all those great elements together. And got hit 6,000 likes and over one night 10K followers. And after that, they start their journey. And I will describe you how it's like when you find your niche. It's like everyone here, we're sitting in a bubble. And we are doing our own thing, our business or products or anything we're doing. But no one sees us because the bubble is not transparent. It's covering us. And we're trying to get out and we're pushing. We're trying different way, push this way, that way. That means you're using different kind of social media content, trying to push, right? You push this one, not working. That one, not working. And then till one day you find that thing that outside is really eager to know from you, and you are comfortably presenting that to the outside. It's like you find a needle and you poked that bubble and the bubble suddenly breaks. And everyone sees you now from that moment. Everything you've been doing, and they're like, wow, what you're doing is so great. Wow, like this kind of product, can we collaborate? Would you like to do this or do that? They suddenly see you, drives into you. That's how magic it feels when there's a moment, one of your video that's about your niche, a combination of all the great things and something they really desire get showed out. And all the traffic drives in overnight, all the other content that has been ignored by the public suddenly be seen as well. So I share this because I want you guys to feel hopeful. It could be really frustrating with social media some days, but I believe you have the potential and ability to be seen one day, right? Next, my friend, photographer friend Nico, I invited him to do an interview series, and that one got 100K exposure, helped him to gain 5,000 followers overnight as well. Doing the approach, like the interview series, I was doing preparations with him. We had a lot of conversations. I asked a lot of things using a lot of my coaching mindsets, right? And I find 3 unique things about him that might really get interested by people or wanted by people. First, he is transitioning from an engineer to a photographer. That transitioning, many people might be interested because nowadays people don't like their jobs, they want to try something new. So how did he did it? Like people were be curious about that. And the second is he turned his passion into profession. That's also something people desire, right? Whether we can do something what we love. So that was the topic or the title I set for that video. And then the last point about him is within the 3.5 years he became a photographer, he already got all the big brands like the F1 racing cars and also Louis Vuitton. And other photographer friends may be curious, like, how can he do that within that short time? He got those big brands, big name out there, right? These are the 3 things that I see in him that people might be really interested to know. And if he shared those answers, it will provide some sort of values towards people as well. So one of them become the topic, one of them become the starting line. The hook I use in this video is, within the 3.5 years, he got all these big brands. How did he do it? Like, what's his secret, right? That got people to hook to watch this video. First one got people to click on this video. Second one got people hooked to start watching. And his passion shared, or his vulnerability, his authenticity expressed during this video of his story, how he turned passion into a profession, get people like it, inspired by it, and want to follow him to know more about his story, right? Everything comes together, and that's how I help him to kickstart his social media journey. Next one, another of my client, Ting, who is a Chinese friend of mine. He teaches English public speaking, and I've been helping him for a year now. And over the years, he mainly teach primary school kids for English public speaking. So during the time I helped him, I interviewed so many Chinese moms, like one-on-one session, one-on-one talk, prepare a lot of questions, trying to understand more about his target, right? The Chinese mom, what are they thinking? What do they really want? What do they really care? And that time we produced a lot of videos, like showcase how he giving a class, how the kids enjoy the classroom. Not really many effect from that reactions from it. And then along the way, I do those interviews. I realized something is really cruel. So English public speaking, what we trying to advocate here, or what we think people need, the kids need, are critical thinking, right? The confidence to present their thoughts and to be able to voice out, have an opinion, right? That's what we think is important, what we're trying to give. But what Chinese parents want, good grades, right? Academically, going to the top, going to the great, like top universities or top schools, right? That's what they care about. They want to care about critical thinking as well. But for the environment they are having now, it's too far away for them to care about that, right? So we tried another kind of series of videos where he directly talking to the camera and sharing his knowledge, because all his students are actually top students in their schools, but we just never emphasize on that. So the first video got hit was he talking about what are those students like that get accepted by the top schools in Hangzhou. That was first video got hit. Second video is what are those English public competitions happening in China. Parents really like it because it provides information and they really want their kids to join competitions, get good grades so they can put in their resumes. Funny, right? But yeah, that video got hit and so many people comments to ask, oh, how do we join these competitions? Well, if you need to join those competitions, you need to learn it first, right? How to do public speaking. And the recent video got hit is about one video. One of his students got accepted by Astronova. I don't know whether you guys heard about it. Elon Musk created this school, and nowadays they open to all the students online who can go to this school. So these students that time got accepted by it. I was following her and just grab her, like, can I ask you a few questions, and just record it right away when she's sharing the answers of how she got in. She likes debating. She likes public speaking. That's why this girl is really great at presenting her ideas, and she has her own opinions. That's why she got accepted, chosen. The Chinese kid chosen by Elon Musk. That was the title I put that time. This video got hit more than 3,000 likes, lots of views, and directly lots of parents sign up for his class right away, because they then realize, whoa, it is really important to let the kids to have critical thinking through public speaking, right? And also this is a video help him to connect with many Chinese parents even abroad, because those Chinese parents who live abroad may be really fans of Elon Musk. Something like that. But yeah, this is another example. And then before I go into the next part, sharing about myself, which I feel really shy for, but the first time ever I do that, one thing you've learned from what I just shared, anyone would like to share, like based on what I just shared with you guys? Is there anything? Because I want everyone now take a little break, take a deep breath, and then feel it. Of the things I've just shared, is there something to you stick out, or something you've learned, or something surprised to you?
I think firstly, thank you for sharing. Because this stories really motivate. Because I personally am a designer. I own a company. I'm not comfortable with social media and all that. I'm very shy, and I think the point when you talk about vulnerability being a kind of like a superpower that can really attract people to follow you and learn from you, I think that's the power of community. I think that's quite surprising. Because right now I'm also like posting things not just on Instagram and LinkedIn, and recently I'm just posting something of a video and it went really crazy in just like less than 6 days. I think it hit 6,000, and it's still a heated discussion on LinkedIn. Everyone is like commenting, talking about it, and I was just like, what? Like, it just happened. So it's really surprising. I think social media has the power to surprise you. Yeah. So thank you so much for your sharing today.
Oh, thank you, Ellen. Not finishing yet. That's just a little break. Thank you for your great summarize, right? From what I just shared, I really emphasizing on helping my clients be real, be authentic, being who they are, doing what they do, and me just catching the moments that I feel like will be shiny on social media and then put it online, right? And then the next journey I'm gonna let you guys step into is my own journey, which I feel so shy because I've been always helping so many clients, right? Let them get famous, but I've been delaying myself to be the KOL, be the one, because I don't know, there's so many excuses from my end. Oh, I would just spend time on my clients, not job myself yet. It's not the time yet. I'm not perfect yet. I'm not great yet, right? All those excuses. But then I just push it. Like I say, okay, I want to show my clients that I can do it. I can help you do it. I can do it myself as well. So I start the trial years ago. All right, 5 years ago, I already started my social media, like official account. I started writing articles, sharing my experience, just recording everything that I want to share and inspire people. I got a lot of loyal followers. Not that many, maybe just a few thousand from my articles, from reading my articles. And some of them are really loyal. Like they really read my articles, and at night they come to send me a message like, hey Tindy, I really like your articles. It inspired me to do something. Like that was great, but it wasn't that many people. So I was struggled a bit, like, oh, why no one read my articles anymore? Like that. So what I tried first, I'm gonna share the whole step of how I now became famous myself as well. If that would be some of help for you of the whole process. So that time I got that initial pool of followers. Maybe I invited 30 people to get into my fan group. I say, hey guys, I'm opening a fan group. Anyone want to join me? And then some people sign up, and I ask like, but you need to ask me 3 questions that you want to know from me if you want to get in that group. So 30 people ask me and get in the group, and I start to do the trials in that follower group. Basically, every week I was taking putting a camera, like use my phone or camera, and recording the answer towards those questions and throw those videos in that group. At the beginning, they were very supportive. The 30 followers of mine, right? A few weeks later, they faded away, sort of. There's no reaction at all when I send a video in the group. Everyone just say, oh, thank you. And that's it. Till one day, I start to post a video in English. And then that day, everyone start to react on it in that group. And I was like, maybe there's something about me talking English is different. Then I just keep that point of like, hey, I'm going to keep recording other videos in English. And last year I tried more videos, and gradually I start posting those video on Red, make it more public. And during the lockdown, I felt really depressed, like not comfy, locked in a room, right? So I stopped it. And then this year in August, I try it again. I do it again, right? And this is when I got popular. Well, so the beginning of the first video was about many of my friends. So background information. Last year I left Shanghai because I felt really sad. Most of my friends left, right? Then I start travel around in China, and as well as in Thailand and Malaysia. I was trying to see whether I can find another city that I want to hang out, I want to stay. And along this journey, I adjust my own energy. I feel better. So many friends start to suddenly call me after 1 year I disappear. They call me, connect me with me, and catch up again. They tell me they don't have a job right now. Many of my friends, they are facing a really difficult situation. It's hard to get a job recently, or even hard to find anything to do. So that time I have some emotions coming up and thoughts coming out. It's like, oh wow, like it's really sad you can't find a job, and it's really hard for many people, but it's also a great sign for many people. Like it's a great opportunity. So here, the first video here is about congratulations that you quit, or say you're fired, right? Because it means a lot of opportunities for you. And I guess that get some people's reaction and saying a lot of appreciation for me to motivate them and encourage them. As I post more, I got more feedbacks, more response. I post more. And then people start to ask me questions in the comments like, hey, Tintin, how did you learn your English? And I was like, okay, I might just record a video to introduce about that. So I never studied abroad or live abroad, and I can speak English like this. And I recorded a video about that. It got like so many likes. I was like that night I was just on Little Red Book, like browsing, new likes, crazy, right? And then with that reaction people get, and I post another video follow up right away about English as well, it got hit right away. So I was like, oh, maybe this is my finding the niche point for my social media presence. It's different from this side where I do like social media coaching, where I also post a lot of content about this before on social media related to coaching, different topics. No one really watch it. But once I talk about this kind of freedom, lifestyle, things like to do, like I share about events in Shanghai. Check that first video. Motivate community is in there. Alicia is in there as well, right? So I share about all the things I'm interested in. I want to motivate people to do. I want to encourage people, as well as the English part of me, right? That's what everyone wants. They have high demand of learning English, right? That's the whole thing combined to help them to see me finally on social media. And then afterwards, whatever I post about other topics, they will get some sort of reactions as well. A little personal journey here. What I'm trying to do, I'm like, I appreciate social media so much because when I realized I do this time compared to before, it was on camera. Recently, all my videos was just raw, like with my phone, no makeup, no nothing. And I was just sharing right at the moment. I didn't even make any draft. It's like that, and it's possible. So it's also possible for you guys to do that. How do you say it? Just want to share that it's okay to be you and creating the content you want to create, and keep trying till you find that point where other people really want it as well. So enough about myself. Come back to you. What is your goal? I asked that at the very beginning of like the purpose drive you to this workshop, this session. What is your goal? Have you ever really thought about it clearly? Everyone say, oh, maybe I should do social media. Maybe I should post more content. Whether you want to attract followers or exposure, sponsors, clients, or sales, or you want to create a bigger impact and build some connections with it. Have you ever thought through with it? So if you want, you can write down a specific goal, like a sentence here. You want to gain like 20K followers within this year, right? And write down in the chat box and let everyone else see it, right? So before, 2 years ago, I thought having followers was what I wanted because I want the followers to prove myself. I feel like if I have the number of followers, they become my assets as well to showcase to my clients. It's also a way to prove that, hey, I can do it. But then I realized I don't actually care about the followers. The followers means nothing to me. What I care is who are watching my content. And no matter who watched my content, what the impression I left for them, what kind of result I created. So I've been really appreciating because recently I got followers and many of them been adding to my Shanghai events group, event sharing, like 150 people just from one video drives into my group. And all these people are interesting, are having free souls and so open-minded, curious, want to learn things, want to do fun things together. And one girl was a producer for a play, so she invited me to watch a play for free in October, a holiday. And then another girl is running a hotel, and she want more digital nomad freelancers, like creators, to go to visit their place and do some work there, and invite me over to just spend a day for free there. I was like, wow, like all this amazing things happening because I was conveying who I am to the internet and attracting those people. I would be really interested if I meet them face to face, offline as well. So what is your goal if you think through it? And who's your audience? Earlier we mentioned, like, right, the target audience, it really matters. But I want to, when you create your content, think about a person, exact person that you want to have as your client, and imagine that person is in front of you. And while you're making this content, don't feel like you're talking to a camera, but feel like you're talking to that person directly. That will change the whole vibe of your content, of what you say and how you say it. And also, what value do you provide and what do they want most from you? These are all things that you will learn from trials. Come back to this again. I showcase how my clients did it with all this, some of this method. But I want you guys to have a try today. The way you usually present yourself, what kind of impressions it left to other people, but also from their feedbacks. Because we don't usually ask people, after we've introduced ourselves, say, so what did you remember what I just said, right? We don't ask that. But if you can get that feedback more oftenly, you are kind of know better what about you that attracts people, that make them interested in what you're saying. Maybe something you're talking, it's really difficult for the majority to understand. Maybe that's not for social media, you know? But if you mention a unique point and people got interested, want to know more, maybe that's something we can showcase on social media. So I'm gonna summarize the end of my pitch. And after that, you guys can ask all the questions. Vision, right? With all the keywords you got, the feedbacks you got from other people in your room, visioning a future yourself, being the content creator, what kind of content you can create, what kind of reactions you want to get from people. And I see the biggest mistake people made is they didn't realize what they are going. I have so many friends that they have a lot of followers. They feel so frustrated because it was not what they want. And the purpose of me sitting here is to share that you don't need to fake on social media to please people or please your potential clients or targets, all those. You can be sharing the things you find really valuable while provide some sort of value for others as well. So go back again, keep thinking, what is your intention of publishing that content? What are you trying to get? And make a plan. What does it mean by making a plan? The 3 keywords, the feedbacks you got from the crowd just now, can you list 3 content inspirations from it? For example, one video about how you learn more about visual, how you learn more about design, and while being a boxing person, like, right? I heard about that. And or anything that can align with who you are, align with what they are interested in. List 3 content ideas from it. You can write down, you can share it with me later. But then I'm gonna raise a challenge for all of you guys who came here today. Before that, I'm sorry, I forgot that. So if you only can take one thing away, our brains forget, right? I talk for an hour today, you don't remember much, but you only take one thing away about social media, finding your niche on social media, creating content. Just do it, right? Just do it. Just keep trying, poking, pushing that bubble around you, and until one day you find the needle and poke it, right? But I'm gonna rephrase it because I don't like do it. Like just try it. Make it an experiment for yourself. Because there's no wrong, there are no mistakes. If you don't like the content, just delete it afterwards. It's okay. So just try it, make it an experiment. So that little challenge for all of you guys today who came. Within the 3 pieces of content you just listed, or the 3 keywords, in the next 20 days, let's make it 20. In the next 20 days, you are welcome to join this little challenge. Within the coming 20 days, you're going to create that piece of content and publish it out on social media. And you will share it with me, or I will create a group later, and I will pick 3 of you to give a 3 one-on-one session, to give each of you one-on-one session, and to either diagnose your content or give you suggestions or whatever questions that you want to know more about social media. So if you want to join that challenge, or if you want to just know me, or if you want to become my followers, welcome to add my week. And we will connect more. And also I'm in the Motivate group, so you can find me there as well. So that will be all the things I want to share. Welcome to join that challenge. I really challenge you. It's a great opportunity for you to use it to create a content of your own.